Well, hello. My name is Austin. I have not made a YouTube video like this in I think 7 years or so. Something along those lines. I wanted to do something like this again. With everything that's going on, with all these lockdowns and quarantines, I wanted to do something that, I could get my creative juices flowing. I needed a creative outlet bad. And I think this is what I need to do. Going through the whole process again of finding what team that you want to play with and going through the first game, editing the first game. I mean, I had a blast. Um, it kind of crazy how it just kind of felt natural to just jump right back into what scenes should be put in and all that fun stuff. And I hope that this series can be something that people look forward to when it's uploaded, and people get attached to certain players and people hate certain players. I want all of that, and I want to be able to bring that to this channel again. The views aren't going to be anything. It's people watch it, people watch it, people don't. But I'm going to keep uploading it for as long as I can. And I'm looking forward to it. So let me give you some background information on what I plan on doing in this series. So this is going to be following the head coaching career at the University of Buffalo for Dale Robbins. Dale Robbins was a former standout cornerback for the Old Dominion Monarchs, and he was projected, to go pretty high in the draft. Sadly, on the second day of the combine, Dale tore his ACL and MCL in a non-contact drill. Not a good sight. So he did what any other smart football player would do at that point. It's not try and rehab, it's be a coach. That's a devastating injury. You can't come back from that. Not one person's ever come back from a traumatic injury like that. Not a chance in the world, so Dale thought. However, coaching was good for him. He left the Old Dominion program after being a graduate assistant for a couple of years. Got a phone call from Johns Hopkins University. Decided to go down to D3, become a head coach there. Was there for about 5 years. Did fairly well down there. He won 3 Division III championships. You can't be mad with that in 5 years. That's just good football knowledge. Was able to teach these kids right away what it takes to be a winner. Now, Dale then, after 5 seasons, got a phone call from the University of Northern Arizona up in the FCS. Dale took it immediately. That's a huge, huge stepping stone. That gets him closer to where he wants to be. He wants to be in the FBS. But Dale needed to prove himself there. After 7 seasons, Dale never got eliminated in the first or second round of the FCS playoffs. He made it to the championship game 2 times. Did not win them because the team up north, who should be in the FBS, but won't because they don't want to not make it and win the national championship, the Bison of North Dakota State, took him out both times, and the phone call came from the University of Buffalo, who just went 1-11 the season prior, and they're looking to make a splash. Well, the football style that Dale brings is something of the complete opposite of what the MAC is. He 100% is committed to bringing the Big Ten style, the old school Big Ten style of football, to the MAC. He wants it to be annoying to play this team. He doesn't care, what his overall team quality of players is, because he believes as long as everyone works together, you do your job, that's all you need to do. The rest takes care of itself. He wants to leave a legacy here as one of the best to ever do it. Now, as you can see, don't really have much to work with here at the University of Buffalo. Not great. There's not a lot going on. A lot of the high overall people are either seniors. Some are a little younger, but they're not the highest quality of player. They may be mid-80s, but on the field they play a little worse than that. There's a little lack of speed on this team that needs to be addressed. There is some size issues that need to be fixed. There needs to be a better work ethic around here. And Dale wants to be able to bring that to this program and turn it into something that is fun to be a part of. Now, he understands that Maction, playing on a Wednesday night, people looking forward to watching those 38-35 barn burners. No. He wants it to be a 17-13 game. And he doesn't care if he wins or loses. You didn't like playing that game. He loved it. Now, going through this team, it was pretty interesting. The quarterback position mainly. You've got Kyle Van Treese, 6'3", 222. He's got a good arm, better than Matt Myers, who is, I believe, 6'4", like 230. They're basically the same player, but Matt has a little weaker arm. Going into the wide receivers, a lot of them are seniors. I believe in the starting 6 here, I think one of them is anything less than a senior. Now, we needed to have some sort of height on the outside. The only tall receiver we've got was Dominique Johnson right there, but he's slow. He is slow. There's not a lot of speed in this team. As you can see, Apri Washington is my fastest player on the team, most agile. Honestly, should just be my running back, but I need him on defense. I don't have anywhere else. If I put him on offense full time, my cornerbacks are going to get burnt every play. He's like my only safety blanket back there. So he's going to be doing a little bit of special teams, punts and kicks. He's going to be doing a little bit of offense, maybe a little wildcat, maybe come out in some shotgun formations. Who knows? Now, the big thing here, I don't want this to be so easy. I see a lot of series where, and no disrespect to those people, but they get their first 4-star like year 3. Well, that guy just changes your program automatically. I have a couple rules with recruiting. I can only target them if I'm in their top 10 or they are a player from a pipeline state of mine, but they are a 3-star or less. I can only get a 4-star or higher player if I'm A, in their top 10, or B, they are from my pipeline state, and I am at least a 4-star prestige school. Now, for me to get a 5-star, the same rules apply. They need to be either A, interested in me and I'm in their top 10, or they're from a pipeline state of mine and I'm a 5-star prestige school. I don't want to try and abuse the pipeline system and go, try and target California, Florida, Texas solely. I'm trying to stay in the Northeast area. I want to try and stay around New York as best I can, and if I can't with the top 10s, that's unfortunate, but I'm going to do my absolute best to stay in that area. Now, I've also got coach progression set to the slowest that it can be. I think that's a little bit more realistic, and it also makes your points a little more worth it in the early stages of the rebuild. Now, we're going to go through here. show you a little bit of the practice reps, and I'm highlighting some key players here. Now, first up, we're going to have the starting running back, Jarrett Patterson. I did some research on this guy, and apparently he is regarded as one of the top running backs in all of college football by some analysts. And if that's the case, I hope that he can be the bell cow that I think he is. I did see he had like a 200, 300-yard game against Bowling Green last year, had 6 touchdowns. That's amazing. And just going through, you're going to see just a couple of his pretty good runs that I could get in about 20-ish carries. I like the way that he runs. I wish he had a little more speed. But with some of the pieces on the offensive line, his lack of speed is not going to be a terrible issue for this offense. You know, he's sort of like a Jordan Howard, where he's just going to run straight and move every now and then, try and get you out of the way, but more often than not, he's going to try and run you over. Now, Kevin Marks, the backup running back, he's going to be the change of pace. Not change of pace. He's going to be, he's about the same speed as Jarrett. However, when a defense isn't expecting it, throw him in, or in a two-back set, you give him the ball. You never know. Now, with him, when I was going through this whole thing, I was like, oh, why don't I just go into the replay and get some cool shots and actual angles of this stuff? So with everyone else, I did. You saw there, Mike Nowitzki, he's one of the big reasons why this offensive line, I think, could be pretty successful. Gabe Wallace right here, the blindside tackle for the quarterback. I hope they can be the guys that set the tone up front. Now, James Patterson, he is the returning All-American for this team. I don't know in real life, I don't think so. However, he did win it in our world, so I'm going to go with it. James and Kadofi are our outside linebackers. Now, James is a junior, so we're going to have him for another year, but we're going to be losing Kadofi, which is going to not be the best thing for this defense. We're going to need people to step up. However, those guys on the outside, along with the defensive line here, Taylor Riggins, and as you will see, Malcolm Kuntz, coming off opposite ends, should be able to apply pressure from multiple different angles on this defense. And the defense that they're going to be running it's a playbook that has 5-2, 4-6, 4-4. A lot of really fun formations that I can't wait to use. And Apri Washington here is going to be our sort of Iron Man gadget player. He's probably our second best defensive player outside of James. He'll be used in many different ways this season. But with all that being said, let's get to the action. It is a new season of Buffalo football. We are live from UB Stadium in Amherst, New York. Today's game features the Buffalo Bulls versus the FCS Midwest Tuskers. The Bulls have won the toss and elected to kick as Finnegan boots the ball off, and this season is officially underway. Ratliff gets the ball at the goal line, running straight up the middle of the field. No funny business here. Gets about a 25-yard return, and we get to see the Buffalo defense for the first time this season. The Bulls coming out in an odd, no down lineman look. Don't know how this is going to really work out for them. Dahl takes the snap, finds Craig Smith right over the middle of the field for 17 yards. Dahl, shotgun formation, running back off to his right, gets the snap, is taking off up the left side of the field, and Isaiah King lays the wood. Dahl gets a 6-yard gain, but takes a beating for it. 2nd and 4. Let's see what the Bulls have lined up here. Send the blitz, but they find Andy Lindsay on the left side of the field. Nice 16-yard completion. Here come the Tuskers out in an odd, looks like a wing formation as Ratliff gets the ball, and James Patterson doing his best work. Tackle for loss. 2nd and 12 at about the 47-yard line. Dahl gets the snap, looking to take off immediately. It finds nowhere but the back of his own lineman. Goes down. Kadofi Wright credited with the sack. 3rd and 16. Dahl setting up the screen. Williamson receives it and just meets a sea of blue players. Good way to start the day. Get your offense on the field quick. Dale Robbins, as we all know, coaching his first game for the university today. Bulls offense. Myers is the starting quarterback. Hands off to Patterson. Patterson up the right side of the field. Dodges one tackler. Second is taken down after about 23 yards. That was a hard run right there. 1st and 10. Myers under center. Assessing the defense. Tuskers 2 down linemen. Myers fake snap. Drops back to pass and finds nobody. They were there in a hurry. 2nd down and 10. Fullback in. Myers hands off to Jared Patterson. Patterson up the right side again. Nice gain of 5. 3rd down and 5 out in the pistol. Full house. Myers changing the play. Doesn't like what he sees. Back to pass. Looking to find someone. And Dominic Johnson hits him right in the chest. He drops the ball. 4th down. Gonna have to punt. Finnegan. A nice looking punt here, and out at about the 7. Can't ask for something better than that. Exchange punts by the offenses here. Let's see if the defense can hold up a little more in pass coverage this drive as Dahl under center. Another offset running back look as he's back to pass. Throws it quickly out to the right side of the field. There's Williamson. Williamson dodges 2 tackles. Shoves another man off of him, and Eric Williamson gets 23 yards on their first play. 1st and 10 at about the 30-yard line. Dahl back to pass. Steps up. Throws it over to Victor Lewis. 13 yards. Getting chunk plays immediately. Williamson in motion. Oh, Patterson! Fumble! McGee jumps on it! Patterson got in there immediately. That is a great way to get your offense going. 1st and 10. Bulls. Shotgun formation for Myers. Myers looking, finds Carlton Todd. Carlton Todd takes it up 12 yards, up to about the 25-yard line. 2nd down, Patterson off to the right of Myers. And a shotgun look, and Myers is changing the play, doesn't like what he sees. Back to throw, and is off the mark. That is the one bad thing about the quarterback situation here is accuracy can be an issue for this team, as we saw in spring practices. That is something that we can hope to see improvement on during the season as Myers gets the snap, is looking, running for his life, and just barely gets it away. It's going to bring up a field goal attempt as it barely gets over the crossbar. Wow, that might have been the outer ranges that he could hit from. 1st and 15 after a false start for the Tuskers as Dahl in the pistol hands it off to Williamson. Williamson up the middle of the field. Shoves a man over and gets 17 yards. The Tuskers getting big chunk plays over and over again. Dahl under center. Fakes the handoff to Williamson. Throws it to Williamson. Williamson, another 12-yard gain. Eric Williamson, 37 yards already and through the air. Dahl, shotgun, hands it off to Williamson. Williamson! What in the world? 18 yards. 1st and 10. Tuskers in great field position. Ratliff motion. Dahl throws it to the right side. Williamson again. Gets 6 yards. At least it's not 13. 2nd and 4. Pistol formation. Handoff. No, keeps it. Dahl keeps it and is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. And Tyrone Hill is down. It doesn't look serious. We're going to get an injury update later. 3rd and 4. Tight end goes in motion. Dahl looking, taking off immediately. Dahl open field. Hit hard by the middle linebacker. Harrison right there. But new set of downs. 1st and goal. Dahl keeps it himself, running left, and Patterson stops him. Not a big deal right now. 2nd and goal. Can still hold him to 3 here. Dahl hands off to Bauer. Bauer shoves Harrison off of him and into the end zone for 6. Jack Bauer with a big-time stiff arm right there. And here comes the kick. That is Antonio Nunn back there. Getting the ball, taking up the middle of the field, cuts up to the left side. He's the 30, the 35, shoves a man off him, and is pushed out of bounds at the 40. 1st and 10, Myers changing the play once again. And fakes the snap, gets it, play action. Myers standing there, and the pressure gets there. Way too long in the pocket right there. Looked like a statue. See, Myers here, shotgun, throwing it down the seam to Zach LaFabe. Zach LaFabe, 23-yard reception. Nowhere on 1st down as Buffalo on 2nd down comes out. That is a pre-Washington. Patterson in motion. Washington keeps it. Washington up the right side of the field and is tripped up after a gain of 7. We knew he would be involved in some offensive plays, and we just saw a little bit right there as Myers on 3rd down throws it over the middle of the field. Carlton Todd gets the reception, but Carlton Todd's not getting up. He is down. The trainers are rushing out to the field. He seems to be favoring his shoulder, and we're going to hope for the best. We will find out later what's going on, but we're going to need some people to step up as Myers hands off to Patterson. Patterson gets about 4 yards on the carry. That run's going to take us into the 2nd quarter. A lot of action packed into this 1st quarter as FCS leads 7-3. 3rd and 7 now. Myers looking, finds Daniel Lee. Daniel Lee gets the 1st down just over the line. 1st and 10, new set of downs. Patterson up the middle of the field and is taken down after about 7 yards on the 5-yard line. Myers under center, 2 fullbacks in. Actually, that looks like backup right tackle Jake Fuzak. Patterson gets the ball. Into the end zone he goes. Buffalo going to take the lead here after the extra point. 10-7. However, we have bad news. Carlton Todd is done. His senior season cut short. Upper arm fracture. We're going to need some underclassmen to step up. We're going to need people to make plays. Dahl. Pistol, handoff Williamson. Williamson up the left side of the field. And once again, Eric Williamson touches the ball, and magic happens. 8 yards on his 1st attempt. Williamson in motion. Dahl keeps it and gets past Patterson. Patterson over pursuit a little bit. 8 yards on the play. 1st and 10. Split back formation. Dahl fakes the handoff, throws it to Ratliff. Ratliff gets past a man, gets past Hill. Ratliff up the right side of the field. And a pre-Washington's going to have to catch up to him. That's 34 yards on the play. 1st and 10, under center. Fowler in motion. Dahl, back to pass, and taking off immediately. Kuntz can't get him. Wilson can't get him. And is finally taken down after a gain of 9. Tusker's moving the ball extremely well against this defense right now. As Dahl, back to pass, setting up the screen. Williamson gets the ball and falls just short, but gets 11 yards in the process. And I think Williamson just went down. We're going to see what's going on with him later on. However, 1st and goal, Dahl. Back to pass, taking his time, surveying, and gets nowhere. That is Taylor Riggins. 2nd and goal. Dahl under center. Option play. Dahl keeps it and is tackled at the 1. 8 yards, 3rd and goal. Stop him here. Hold him to 3. Bauer in motion. Dahl fools everybody. Andy Lindsay gets the 1-yard reception. Dahl is on fire right now. 10 of 10. Buffalo's got to respond here. Myers under center. Fullback in Patterson. Following his blockers, gets 7 yards on the 1st play. 3rd and 1 now. And the fullback gets the ball, powers his way up for the 1st down. Jeremy Landry, true freshman. Myers under center, play action pass. Throws at Zach LaFabe. Zach LaFabe gets 15 yards before he's pushed out of bounds. 2nd and 9. Myers surveying, quickly throws it out to Landry. Landry falls ahead for 10 yards. Not a bad play there for him. Like to see the fullback getting involved. As Myers on the read option. Not something you're going to see often from him, but gets about 8 yards. Should have gone down a little earlier. We don't want to see him getting hurt. And Myers looking over the middle of the field finds Daniel Lee. Daniel Lee falls over the goal line. Touchdown, Buffalo. Daniel Lee gets the 20-yard reception. 2nd and 8, 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. Dahl finds Robertson. Another dot over the middle of the field. This defense not holding up in pass coverage. 2nd and 10. Dahl looking, firing. Out of bounds. That is the second incompletion of the day. However, still playing extremely well. 3rd and 10. Dahl. Right side of the field. Lindsey gets it, and 3 Bulls take him down. That's 4th and 1. 1:30 to go. Let's see if the offense can make something happen here. Hopefully get 3. You'd love to get 7 here. Myers, play action. Zach LaFabe. Zach LaFabe gets 12 yards before he's taken down. Bulls approaching midfield. We've got 3 receivers on the left side of the field. Myers is looking left, going deep. Zach LaFabe! Oh! Short-armed him, and Preston Clark gets the deflection. 3rd and 10, and Apri-Washington is in the split-back formation as Myers fires it over to Apri-Washington, who is taken down quickly, and the Bulls are going to punt. 50 seconds to go in the first half as Dahl, in his own end zone, throws it to Lindsey. Hangs on. Somehow fit that ball in between 3 Buffalo defenders. 1st and 15 after a false start. Dahl underneath to Craig Smith, and Craig Smith gets 17 yards. 23 seconds to go. Hurry up offense. I don't think they're going to score, but with the way the defense has been giving up big yardage almost every play, it seems, I wouldn't be surprised as Dahl looking, throws it to Craig Smith, and Smith is taken down after a gain of 1. They do have a timeout, however, electing to not use it as they are running up to the line, hoping to get at least 2 plays off, it seems, as Dahl throws it left side. That is Andy Lindsey. Lindsey over 40 yards on the day. Last play of the first half. Dahl going to heave this deep and hope. And it's picked off. Apri-Washington sending us in to halftime with a lead. 17-14. The Bulls find themselves on the favorable side right now after a lackluster defensive effort, one might say. However, the offense seems to be clicking more as the game goes. And 2nd and 10 here in the second half of football. Myers hands off to Patterson. Patterson muscles his way up 6 yards. 3rd and 4. Myers under center, fullback in. This looks a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 offensive linemen on that play. And it seems Jarrett Patterson just got taken down by the face mask and not called, but Myers throws it to Johnson. Dominic Johnson makes a man miss off the slant route, gets an easy 27 yards. Not something you'll see from Dominic Johnson, more of a deep threat receiver, as Myers from the pistol throws it to Kevin Marks. Kevin Marks, little shifty move right there, gets himself a nice reception of about 15 yards. 2nd and 6. 2 fullbacks in, that is the backup tackle once again, and Marks tripped up, and a flag is thrown. Don't know what it's for. A face mask. I did not see one. However, it seems they are making up for the missed call earlier, as the Bulls get a quick, easy 1st and goal appearance here as Landry falls 4. They only give him 1 yard right there. Seems he was a little further than that as Patterson loses 2 on the rush. A odd set of circumstances right now. 3rd and goal. Myers. Quick throw, almost interception by Scott Peterson in the end zone. 4th and goal, and the Bulls are out on the field. Dale Robbins getting a little aggressive right now. Myers, quick throw. Johnson can't get the ball over. Gets 3 yards, but isn't in the end zone. You just got to put that ball over there quick. Just turn, throw it right over the goal line. That's an easy touchdown. Dahl, hands off. Ratliff. 2! That's James Patterson, All-American defender, making his presence known. Ball at about the 45-yard line here. 2nd and 5. Patterson up the left side. Shoves a man off of him. Gets a 16-yard rush. Easy run for Patterson right there. As Landry on 1st down motioning out wide. An odd place for the fullback to be, however. He is running a drag, but looks for Zach LaFabe. LaFabe gets 9 yards on the reception. 2nd down and 1 coming up. Single back set. Myers fake snap. Patterson gets the ball up the right side of the field. 7-yard rush. 1st down and 10. Myers under center. Handoff Patterson. Patterson cuts to the outside. Muscles his way down to about the 10-yard line. Well, they're giving him about the 10.5. As Myers play action. Screen to Marks. Marks only gets about 2 yards on the play. Interesting play right there. You'd like to see a little more creativity in college football these days, and that's certainly creative. Likely the last play of the 3rd quarter here as Patterson receives the handoff, runs straight up, gets 5, and we are heading into the 4th quarter off of that. 4th and goal once again, and the Bulls are out on the field. Myers, a pre-Washington in the game, but Zach LaFabe over the middle of the field. 4-yard touchdown. That is Zach's 1st touchdown of the season, as Myers has steadily improved as the game has gone on. 3rd and 9. And Grigsby holds on to the ball as Harrison laid the wood on that hit. 2nd down and 10. Dahl back there by himself. Right hits him as he throws. Ratliff still gets about 7 yards on the reception. 3rd and 3. Dahl. Bauer. Jack Bauer gets the handoff and is immediately hit by Patterson. They're going to have to punt. 2nd and 6. Patterson gets the handoff. Falls forward for about 4 yards. And Patterson is going down right now. Was being helped off the field. And Landry with the fake punt run. 1st down. Aggressive call here from Dale Robbins. Wanting to keep his team on the field as long as possible and milk that clock. And Patterson is back in. Patterson was out for about 3 plays. 3rd and 4. Myers, 2 fullbacks in. Patterson gets no. They mark him short. 4th and inches. Myers under center. Hands off to Patterson up the middle of the field. 5-yard rush. And the clock just keeps on ticking. Myers. Hands off. Patterson cuts right immediately. Back into the left. Tries to go out and gets tripped up 16 yards. However, Patterson is working up a heck of a stat sheet for himself as Marks gets laid out on the 1st down carry. However, does not lose the ball and more importantly, keeps the clock moving. Full house here. As Myers hands off to Landry. Landry almost gets the 1st down. They short him. 3rd and 7 after a false start. Has 2 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. As Myers floats up to Johnson. Drops it. Gets the 2nd attempt and can't bring that one in. Great play from the cornerback. Gonna have to kick the field goal. Dahl floats it over the field, and Lewis somehow comes down with that. I have no idea how that cornerback did not get that interception. The aggressive play does not work in his favor as Dahl throws it off his back foot, falling away, as that is Tyler Robertson with the 26-yard pickup. 1:30 to go. Dahl throws it. That is Doug Grigsby in the back of the end zone. As the Tuskers are making this a little bit more interesting. Going for the 2, make it a 1-possession game. Bauer gets the edge. It comes down to this and a 1st down. And Lee gets it. Dives down. Safe play. Take it. Get a 1st down. That's all you need. Stay in bounds and get a 1st down. As that 7 offensive lineman formation is once again being showed off as Patterson up the left side, spun around and thrown out of bounds. However, it did go out. However, Father Time is not on the side of the Tuskers, as it seems as long as Buffalo holds on to the ball, they're going to come away with a victory today. And here we go. Yes, Buffalo leaves the game victors. A fantastic debut for Coach Dale Robbins. A great game from Jarrett Patterson. The defense showed up in that second half. A lot of adjustments were made on offense. It seems that the offense really only took about, I think, 4 to 5 snaps from not under center, and that really changed the game for the Bulls. And the defense just started firing on all cylinders. Just a fantastic game all around. I think the score shows that the game was a little more competitive than it was. The second half belonged all to Buffalo. They did not really let the Tuskers do anything. They got their pity points in the fourth quarter. Just a fantastic game as Myers finished the day 15 of 27, 182 yards, 2 touchdowns. If you can improve on that completion percentage, get it to around 60, 61, that's perfect. Jarrett Patterson, 30 attempts today, 164 yards and a touchdown. Kevin Marks couldn't really get anything going, but Zach LaFave was our biggest receiving threat today. However, what's going to happen with the receiving game in weeks prior? You're going to need your offensive playmakers to step up and pick up the slack where it's going to be needed. Zach LaFave looks to be the clear-cut #1 receiving threat now. Defensively, Tyrone Hill played a heck of a game. James Patterson had a fantastic day, 5 tackles for loss, a sack, and a safety. Pre Washington had the Hail Mary interception, Kadofi Wright and Riggins picking up a tackle for loss and a sack each. And look at this, James Patterson was the defensive player of the week in the NCAA, and Jarrett Patterson was the offensive player in the MAC for week #1. However, I think the good news is about to run out as the Bulls have to travel to Columbus and take on the Buckeyes. We'll see what happens next week. Hey there, just wanted to take some time after the video to say thank you for watching, if you do. I also know the commentary is bad, but I haven't done anything like this in years. So hopefully I can get one of these out quick. I had a blast, and I hope you will too. Have a good one.